Let's have a quickie about Square Online. In today's conversation, I want to really dig deep into Square Online. I want to give you all the ins and outs so you have a clear idea of the tool before you buy, if you want to buy. Okay. So, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. We love having this sort of conversation every now and then. So, when you think about Square Online, here is an overview I really want you to have in mind. Okay. Square Online is a popular choice for many online sellers because it's very easy to use and free to get started. Nothing complicated at all. Nothing complicated. It's a very flexible platform that works well for mobile sellers such as food trucks and fair vendors, online retailers, restaurateurs, and physical boutiques. Okay, so you're talking about a catering industry that really loves Square Online, but Square Online is not limited to the catering industry only. Okay, and so one thing I want to say here is that if you choose the free version of Square Online, it's important to keep in mind that you will still have to pay for payment processing on each transaction. In our view, the free version is not interesting at all, not only economically but also logistically. It's better to pay for the tool and then get the full service, if you will. Okay, and so when you think about Square Online, I want you to think about a tool that is very scalable, that is really great in terms of helping you get the maximum of the capabilities you want to have. And Square Online also has a strong POS solution, point of sale. Okay, but actually they actually started back in the days as a POS solution. Nowadays, they have actually grown, they have actually scaled. So it's just fantastic. One thing I want to say here is that back in 2018, Square, the payment processing giant, bought Weebly, one of our top-rated website builders. So having conquered the world of payments, Square now has everything it needs to tackle the world of e-commerce. Okay, when it comes to store building. So when you think about Square Online, I want you to think about a hybrid, a merger between Weebly and the Square POS capabilities. What's really interesting is that even though Square bought Weebly, they still are trying to sell the Weebly service as a standalone entity, so you can actually get the Weebly capabilities as a standalone entity, and they're also trying to sell the Square Online service as a standalone entity. So this is pretty interesting in terms of the business model. But overall, what I want to say here is that overall, Square Online is a solid choice if you are interested in having an online presence real quick. Now let's talk about the pros and cons of Square Online. I mean, it's really important to understand that Square Online is actually kicking a lot of ass these days, but they do have vulnerabilities too, though. Okay, let's first talk about the goodies, the positives, before we move on to the other side. Okay, the good, they do have a free plan, so there is a 100% free plan that actually includes surprisingly numerous features that are really great if you are a small to medium sized business. Okay, so without paying a monthly fee, you still can access unlimited item listings, okay, Facebook and Google ad creation, an automatic tax calculator, and multiple site management. You also pay the same transaction fees as you would with the paid plan. Perhaps the downfall is that you'll have Square ads displayed on your site, but not in a way that it should interfere with the overall user experience. And another goodie that we love with Square is that you have unlimited product sales. They have targeted industries. So Square Online emphasizes its templates and features for specific industries, including restaurants and retail stores. Okay, businesses in these targeted industries can be sure that Square Online has features designed to create a simple shopping experience for their customers, including online restaurant ordering and in-person and online inventory syncing. Okay, and still there are templates that work for almost any industry, so don't feel like your company has to fit into a mold for Square Online to meet its needs. You have numerous integrations that we love a lot. Okay, the Square app marketplace includes hundreds of integrations with the apps and services you use most. You have competitive pricing, you have a straightforward user interface. This is just fantastic. Okay, and they do have flexible plans, so overall that's just fantastic. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a convo about Square Online. I'm giving you an in-depth review of Square Online so you have a clear idea what you're getting yourself into before buying. What are the cons of Square Online? You have limited design options. You have the tool, in our view, lacks commerce integrations. You have limited features for large sellers. Okay, you do have customer support issues, limited days and hours. You have transaction fees that can add up for high volume sellers, and you have a limited customization options. So those are things you need to really think about. But again, if you are in those targeted industries, you are good to go. But if you're outside, then you might need some customization, something that the Square Online doesn't always provide. Speaking about designs, let's talk about the design, okay? And so, how good are Square Online's designs? It's really important to understand that Square Online is not your typical Wix. It's not your Squarespace, because unlike most website builders, those website builders like Shopify, like BigCommerce, like Squarespace, Square Online does not offer a huge library of templates to choose from. So if you are super creative or want to build something from scratch, you might find this a bit frustrating. However, there's plenty of things you can like about this approach too, because the main selling point for our point of view is that you are building a site that takes into account best e-commerce practices specifically for your industry. Okay. Now, what I want to say here is that it's all about the level of customization that you want to achieve. Okay. I mean, we love seeing blog and portfolio sites with crazy designs that push boundaries, but we don't see e-commerce sites as the place to try anything radically different. Because see, when you have an e-commerce website, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to have? You just want to sell. You want to generate revenue. You want your customers to have a good UX, a good user experience. Okay. It's not about trying to have a workflow websites whereby you're trying to blow people out with sleek, spectacular designs and animated designs. Listen, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you think about e-commerce, you're just trying to really generate that revenue, that ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. That's what your priority should be. Okay. So it's really important to understand that the fact that Square Online's designs are not really that great doesn't mean that you can't use the tool. You can use the tool for almost anything, as long as you have the right user experience and you are actually offering what your target audience is looking for. At the end of the day, there has to be harmony. There has to be operational harmony or marketing harmony between what between the demand and the supply. So if your audience is looking for something and you are giving them exactly what they're looking for, who cares about having a sleek design? Really, think about it. Who cares about that? So in that sense, Square Online could be the best bet for you because it does have the capabilities that are needed to actually achieve your goal, which should be to generate that revenue. Okay. Yes, it doesn't have templates or designs as sleek as what you will find on Webflow or what you will find on Squarespace, but Square Online is up there in terms of the templates that are decent. Let me talk to you about the tools and features that you really need to pay attention to when we talk about Square Online. Okay. Now, it's really important to understand that with Square Online, you can add products. It's very easy to add products to your store and crucially to add variations of those products too. You can even add modifiers, allowing customers to personalize their products, ideal if you are selling gifts. Okay. And we all know that during the holiday season, those modifiers, they really sell like crazy. Okay. And setting up new categories is really easy too. So easy, in fact, that Square Online will suggest categories for you based on how similar products are categorized across the web. Overall, the item library is a simple way to upload and organize your products in Square Online. You can also manage your stock. This is kind of cool. Also, you can use Square Online to update your stock to reflect the following changes: stock received, inventory recount, restock return, damage, theft, loss. You need to understand that Square Online, as I said earlier, was designed originally for the service industry, for those fair merchants, for those for restaurants. So having the ability to manage your inventory, to manage your stock, is quite essential. By the way, I want to quickly remind you of today's conversation. The topic we're addressing today is actually Square Online. I'm giving you an in-depth review. We're going really granular here, so you have a clear idea about what you need to do when it comes to Square Online. And so let's quickly talk about payment processing. Payment processing is kind of important also. Now, Square Online does offer a whole range of payment processing options, and so you have like Square itself. You also have you can add PayPal, you can add Stripe, and so on and so forth. Okay, and it's really important to understand that You also have shipping options that you can avail yourself of when actually working with Square Online. So you have a lot of options. You have flat rate, you have free shipping, you have order weight, you have order total, you have item quantity, you have real-time rates. So those are shipping options that you can actually customize when using a Square, when actually setting up a Square Online e-commerce platform. Okay, so you can see there that there is adaptability, there is flexibility, there is also efficiency. So that's just fantastic. Talking about tools and features, I also want to talk to you about tax calculations. Okay, so normally calculating the right tax depending on where you're selling will actually be a logistical nightmare. Okay, therefore if you're contemplating a Square Online website, just choose the automatic tax calculator tool. Okay, you don't want to really waste your time trying to understand the ins and outs, the subtleties of tax calculations at all. Okay, you have much bigger stuff to do. Okay, and there are other benefits that we love also. I mean, you need to actually think about Square Online as a great tool for your online store, but don't expect it to have as advanced blogging capabilities as you would find, for example, in WordPress. No, so Square Online is not designed for that. Okay, you do have the ability to have a blog. You can add your blog to your site, but it's not as big as a WordPress website. Okay, and so it's also important to understand that Square Online will actually take care of you in terms of website building also. So they're not just there for e-commerce; they also can help you like design a regular website. Not a problem at all. Okay, and as long as you're not interested in having e-commerce capabilities added to that website, you're still good anyway. And one thing I also want to say here is that do not expect Square Online to update your inventory like they do have the functionality to update your inventory right away, but they're not going to. You still need to maintain a certain level of procedural. What I say, you need to have some kind of procedures internally to manage your inventory before actually relying on Square Online to help you out. What I'm trying to say here is that Square Online just actually analyzes what you input into the software to give you the output, but you still need to make sure that the input is still well maintained. Okay, and what about marketing? Well, you actually can use Square Online for your marketing purposes, whether it is, all kinds of marketing, whether it is promotion on social media websites such as Google or social media websites such as YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn, or if you were talking about marketing in terms of email newsletters, sales funnel strategies, and so on and so forth. So Square Online does support all those capabilities. What about Square Online Analytics? Well, Square Online's analytics are kind of those analytics are very sophisticated. However, if you are on the free plan, you are going to have an extremely basic dashboard, an extremely basic configuration. Okay, so it's one of those things you have to really think about. So if you are looking for more in-depth analytics that give you like insights into how well your store or your products are performing, if you want to have ideas about sales data, if you want to have ideas about traffic generation, if you want to have ideas about let's say click-through rate and so on and so forth, if you are trying to have this sort of granularity in terms of the analysis, then you really need to have the paid plan. Okay, that way you really need you have all the granularity that you need. Now, what kind of support does a Square Online really offer here? Well, it depends. It depends on the plan you are on. Okay, but the Square Online offers support to all customers via phone, live chat, and email. You are encouraged to find the answer first within the Square Online Knowledge Center, which contains around 180 articles. Okay, if you can't find the answer by browsing yourself, Square Online will try to find the article for you based on your query. Okay, if you still need support, you can then choose how to receive it. Okay, you can actually have a phone So phone support is available Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. GMT, Saturday through Sunday, 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. GMT. And you can either call Square Online yourself. You are provided with the PIN number to enter so the agent can easily find your account, or you can request a callback. Okay. You also have a live chat functionality. So this is really good. You have a live chat. So live chat is really a quick and convenient way to, for a customer to get in touch with suppliers. But it's really important that the quality of live chat support can vary hugely from one supplier to another. Okay. So Square Online in that department has scored very well. Like, we tried the service not only for ourselves but also for our business clients, and we found that Square Online really scored pretty high in when it comes to live chat. Okay, not only in terms of the speed with which they got back to us, but also in terms of the knowledge base, like the expertise of the staff member who was answering our queries. So overall, great work in that department. Square Online is just fantastic. Our hats off to you. Let's talk about SEO and marketing. Okay, so SEO and marketing are really important. And what I want to say here is that Square Online has good sales features, okay, and it does have also SEO functionalities. So basically, you're able to have like your Square Online website designed in order to have your products recognized by Google. Because that's the bottom line. You want to generate organic traffic, free organic traffic. That is nothing complicated. You don't want to invest in CPC, cost per click campaigns or SEM campaigns. You want Google to send you traffic freely. Okay, so if you invest in SEO, if you actually do a great job in terms of SEO, Google will send you the traffic. Not just Google though, Bing also, Yahoo Search, and all the other players, all the minor players also will send you some free traffic. And what about pop-ups? Now, pop-ups can be a great way to advertise promotions and collect email signups. So you can actually with Square Online, you can use pop-ups to collect emails, to offer a coupon. You can make an announcement. You can verify agents, so on and so forth. So the capabilities are just there, okay? And in terms of email, your Square Online account is automatically configured to send the following emails: order confirmation, items shipped, items refunded, or items canceled. So again, we love that. We love the automation there. We love the fact that Square Online is just trying to go to another level here. Okay, if you upgrade to the performance or premium plan, you can also access abandoned cart emails. This could be great for you if you are trying to have a more sophisticated strategy when it comes to sales funnels and also abandoned cart recovery. Okay, because here you are able to send a follow-up to customers who added items to their basket, but left actually your site before paying. So cart abandonment is thought to be as high as 80%, and around 40% of abandoned cart follow-up emails are opened. Okay, making this a super profitable tool. Okay, what about item reviews? Fantastic also through Square Online. So reviews play a huge part in gaining customers. So an automated email encouraging customers to post a review on your site is a huge plus. Again, the keyword here is automated. You don't have to do things manually, and customers should be incentivized to post reviews. In other words, what are you offering them? Why should they actually leave reviews? Because they know reviews are great for you, but so you got to have some kind of incentive for your customers to actually follow suit. Let's talk about pricing here. Okay, how much does Square Online really cost? You can see on the screen here. Here is the pricing for Square Online as of the date of this show. And so when you think about Square Online, you have 4 categories of pricing. You have the free plan, you have the professional plan, you have the performance plan, and you have the premium plan. Okay, it's important to understand that premium is like the top of the line really. And so on the premium plan, you get everything. Okay, you get everything, and the monthly cost is around like $80 to $100 a month. Okay, now when billed annually, prices go down, but it's still something. And there are transaction fees also though, because you see, you have the monthly cost. In addition to that, you have the transaction fee. The transaction fee actually is 2.9% to 2.5%. So 2.5% to 2.9% plus 30 cents on every transaction. So it really depends on the plan that you are on. So overall, the thing here is that you got to really think about, like, if you're really serious, if you want to have a serious strategy in terms of using Square Online, just tell yourself that you want to go on the professional, performance, or premium plan, because the free plan, honestly, just offers the basics like shipping, pickup, and delivery options. You do have SEO optimized creation. You have automatic task calculation, but you are not going to have advanced analytics. You're not going to have custom domains. You're not going to have advanced web design features. Okay. So this is really those things you have to really think about and ask yourself, is this something what you really want? Okay. That's the bottom line here. Like, do you really want that? Are you comfortable with that? And in our view, in our experience, you really don't need that. You really need more than that. Okay. So right now, our advice for you is to really go for the the performance or premium plan. One thing you need to really understand here is that if you're trying to really have a serious game when it comes to, if you want to improve your cart abandonment strategy, you want to go on the performance or premium plan. This is where all the juice is at. You basically have access to a large constellation of capabilities that enable you in the end to actually improve your cart abandonment strategy so that you can increase sales. As I said earlier, about 80%, think about it, 4 out of 5 customers, they will abandon their cart. So if you have a way to actually follow up with them, you are increasing your chances of making sales. Here is a decision I really want you to pay attention to right now. So overall, Square Online is really great in terms of if you are in the catering industry, if you're in the service industry, if you are one of those on-the-go merchants, you will love Square Online. However, Square Online is for every industry. I'm just saying that originally Square Online has positioned itself in a few industries, and it has morphed into other sectors. Later on, we really love the fact that it has a Weebly-esque store building capability. Okay, and so is is Square Online suitable for larger stores? No. If you're listening to me right now, you are a larger store, or you are having ambitions for a larger store, don't use Square Online. No, because Square Online's features are not as scalable or sophisticated as though you get with Shopify or BigCommerce, for example. Okay, so Square Online is really great for small brick and mortar businesses looking for an online presence that's quick and easy to set up. Okay, if you use Square Point of Sale, you will find Square Online's integrations particularly useful. Okay, so this is what it is. It's not really something that you want to think about if you have ambitions for something really big. And one thing I want to say also is that Square Online actually is great. Like, Square Online can be free, yes, but you don't have to actually get the free version. If you get the free version, you're not going to have a lot of capabilities, but it's still possible though. Okay, Square Online is really safe. Definitely safe. I mean, they use encryption. They use something really crazy. Whatever. It's really, really fantastic. What I want to say here is that Square Online and Weebly are part of the same family, but they are sort of separate. Okay, so Weebly is a website builder that offers e-commerce options, while Square is more of an e-commerce platform that also offers site building features. So if you would prefer to use another site builder like WordPress, you should look for one of the best web hosting services to host your site on the internet. Okay, so those are things you need to think about. So if you need a merchant accounts, then you might want to think about Square Online. But Square Online has other players though. You have other competitors. You have Shopify, Wix, Bluehost, Squarespace, BigCommerce. You have Shift4Shop, Ecwid, WooCommerce, Easy Digital Downloads, Volusion, and Magento. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just talking to you about Square Online. I was giving you a review, and I give you the overview, the pros and cons, the designs, the tools and features, the SEO and marketing, pricing, and decision. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. God bless you. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.